Alrighty, guys. After technical difficulties in the studio between broadcasting stations, I finally got it figured out and I'm live on the Mojo Show. So we got some cool things tonight. Man, I did a Spaces last night on Twitter, guys. Did you see that? Let me take my glasses off. Oh my gosh. Some of the top NFTs in the whole world were there. We shared some alpha. I learned some amazing things. It was really cool. Really cool. One of the NFTs is doing something really special. I've sent a newsletter to all of my subscribers, couple of thousand people, because it was Saturday night and some people, dude, they're not on Twitter. They're not listening to Spaces. So I got to present this to my audience that's going to watch me on YouTube so I could tell them about the ZINU token and the ZINU NFT that's coming out, and they could meet the CEO, the creators, the people behind it. It's called Doxed, Doxxed. And when you got doxed people, guys, you like own a stock and you like in with the board of directors of the company. I have Mario and I have Ducky from ZINU token and ZINU with me on the show today. And we're all going to share, these guys are, what ZINU is, so they can educate you and onboard you to something truly amazing in the NFT space and in the crypto space and what's happening in the future. And I'm going to share my screen, and while they're talking, you're going to be able to see what they're talking about. So it's going to be pretty cool. And I want to welcome to the show Mario and Ducky from ZINU. Welcome, guys.
Hey,
Thanks so
thank
much,
you.
Mike. Thanks for having us on. Pretty exciting.
Absolutely.
That space was electric last night, huh?
It really was. We had some guests come in like Fitty ETH from Apocalyptic Apes, Loudmouth from Lazy Lions, Hershey from Blue Chimps and OG Apes. We had music phenomenon, famous Dill on the music side, Stuffy Bunnies, Jaws NFT. The lineup was amazing. You guys started the show and ended it. I mean, it was, I got so many DMs about, how it was just exciting the whole time. I have pages and pages of notes. But my most special one, that I take pride and joy. You have your top ones. I have my baseball card collection. I got my top ones. I have my NFTs. I got my top ones. So happens to be tonight's show. You guys are my top ones. So
Honored, thank you.
thanks, man. Thank you as well. So let's tell everybody what ZINU is, how you guys started, the background, how you got started in NFTs, the background of ZINU, and what the future lays for somebody that would be, like I said, you're a shareholder and an investor by owning the NFT. This is what you get. Take
Yeah,
it away.
awesome. So I'll kind of jump in. So we launched our ERC20 token on October 25th. And this really all started with our developer, Dale. He kind of assembled, a dream team, to be honest. Super, super talented artists, developers, marketers, and every single one of us has done some pretty fun things in our career. And I can really say, like, I love working with the team. So that's the biggest thing is, any project that you look into, you want to look into, how does the team work? How do they treat their community? How do they, operate? And, so far, I think, we call our community the zombie mob. So, we welcome you to join us. It's a fun community. It's a supportive community. There's a nightly space that our community runs. We didn't ask them to do this. And there's typically anywhere from 200 to 500 people at any given night, and that's 7 days a week, with an international one on Sundays. So it's a super fun project. We're now on 3 chains on the token side, so Ethereum, Poly, and BSC. And basically, I'll just kind of jump right into the NFTs and kind of how we got here. So ZINU has basically assembled an elite team of experienced developers, marketers, and artists that insist on raising the bar. Composed of a senior team of members who's worked at Amazon, Google, Intel, and Microsoft, and more, with deep connections to leadership within tech, media, and the entertainment space. The Zombie Mob Secret Society, our NFT project, is the industry's first fully animated 3D collection that features a protagonist that can walk, run, flip, dance, and fly. Following ZINU, the original zombie as he journeys across the zombieverse with a complex and compelling storyline for its character. The team aims to connect and empower the community to be a part of a growing brand that can be used and commercialized from entertainment and gaming to apparel, toys, and collectibles. So we have a pretty wide roadmap. We just brought on Tomo Moriwaki, who is the lead game designer for Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and many, many others. Call of Duty. You should see some of the meetings that him and Mario have. I'm just kind of a fly on the wall, just admiring all of their knowledge and all the things that are going into our game, which will integrate into the NFTs. So our mint is coming up on the 23rd, and basically what we've done is we've created a proprietary code using Unreal Engine 5. We have 15 different unique animations, and that's the most unique thing about our project. It's a 2-for-1 pack, so you get this fully animated 3D cinematic, fully looped animation, and the animation itself is a rarity. So it's a super exciting project, and we're really excited to announce it, or to mint on the 23rd. And I'll kind of turn it over to Mario there so that he can go into the mechanics. We've got a pre-registration where you can mint before the Dutch auction. So I'll let Mario go into that.
Yeah, thanks, Ducky. So the way that we've structured our minting for the 23rd is basically what we're going to do is we have kind of like this what people traditionally call like a whitelist or early access. But what we're going to do is we're going to use it as like a raffle ticket. And so people can go to our website, as you are right now, wearezinu.com. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we have, there you are, minting 3/23/22. Click here for a chance to win an early access spot. And so that'll take you to the pre-mint website. And what we're doing there is we are raffling off these registrations for pre-mint. And winning a spot for pre-mint basically makes you eligible for one of the grand prizes that we have during the mint. And so all up, we have about a little more than $500,000 in total prizes that will be eligible for winning throughout the mint. And so what this pre-mint site does is if you sign up here and you get awarded a pre-mint spot, you're in the raffle for winning or being eligible to win $100,000. And in order to win that $100,000, you need to be registered here. You need to own ZINU token. And so we can talk about ZINU token in a little bit about how you get access to that. But you need to own ZINU token in the wallet that you register. And you need to be minting in the first bracket of the Dutch auction, which starts at 0.5 ETH. And so for the first 6 hours of the mint, we'll be minting at 0.5 Ethereum. And after the 6 hours, we're going to pause and we're going to take some time to collect all of the mints that happened at that time and check them against the people registered on pre-mint who have won a raffle spot. And then we will calculate out all the people that have minted more than one NFT, and that will award them multiple raffle spots. So if you mint one, you get one raffle ticket. If you mint two, you get 2, 3, and so on. And so once we have that completed list, we're going to randomly select through a code generator a single name. That single name will be the winner of $100,000. Once we commence, or if we don't mint out the entire 10K NFTs at the 0.5 ETH Ethereum, it will then drop down to 0.4 for 3 hours. After the 3 hours, if we're not minted out, it will go down to 0.3 and then 0.2 for 3 hours and 0.1, and it will be capped at the bottom tier of 0.1 until we've completely minted out. Throughout that entire process, we have, like I said, $500,000 in combined prizes that are going out. And so we have individual one-of-one items spread out randomly throughout the 10,000 NFTs that correlate to a particular prize. So for example, we have a golden helmet that ZINU might be wearing, and that golden helmet correlates to a prize of a DJ helmet, a la like Dead Mouse or Marshmallow, of ZINU's head. And the person who mints that randomly will win that. We also have other prizes like golden stacks of cash. And so if the ZINU that you mint has a golden stack of cash in his hand, you've automatically won $10,000 in Ethereum, and so on and so forth. We have a whole list of the prizes on our website. Actually, Mike, if you want to jump over to zmss.io, it's not going to be on the white paper yet, I don't think. And you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see a very large page there on the left side. It has all of the prizes listed out. We've got all of the utilities. Ooh, it's a little cut off on my side. There we go. You've got the prizes there, the utilities, and then the project goals. And you'll see there's the premier prize of the Golden ZINU. And the Golden ZINU is what was on the main website of wearezinu.com. But the Golden ZINU is randomly placed, just like all the other ones, within the 10K mint. One person is going to mint this Golden ZINU. And the person who mints it and holds it up until reveal will win $250,000. Is the thing that I forgot to mention is that, of course, people will be minting and trading during the pre-reveal phase. And so we are planning on having a reveal about a week after the mint date of the 23rd. And so people need to be able to present this winning item, NFT, at the date of reveal. And so we foresee, and it is totally possible, that people will try to flip NFTs during that pre-reveal, or during that pre-reveal phase. And it is totally possible that someone could trade off their NFT that was a prize winner, but will not be eligible because they don't hold it by reveal. So it is important that people understand that it is not the person who specifically mints it that on mint day, it is the person that presents it on the day of reveal.
Yeah, that's very important that people understand that when you mint this on the 23rd, it's not your ZINU NFT, you're not going to know which one it is. So you don't want to go into the secondary market, even if they're selling up a little bit higher, because you could be selling away your $250,000 one. Or if you look at the list that's on the site right now, everybody, on the prizes, there's the one is the 250. Number 2 is the 100,000, the raffle. He'll talk about that. And then you got a bar of gold, a gold bone, a gold muzzle worth 20,000, a Rolex watch, a helmet, and so forth. So yeah, and then we'll talk about the projects, but let them know that that's available too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got, like I said, over $500,000 in prizes. We are actually going to give someone a bar of gold if they mint the bar of gold ZINU in his hand. So you know, we tried to have a lot of fun and make them unique, but there's just a ton of stuff to give away, and that's the spirit of how we operate. You know, we always want to give back to our zombie mob, and this seemed like a really good way to do that.
And do the people that don't mint at 0.5, let's say no one
If
you
we don't
don't
mint out,
know actually, because you don't know, because they're not going to be revealed, but those people still, if there's some left and it drops down in this what's called a Dutch auction, and it goes to 0.04 to 0.03, where it fits in another person's price range, they'll have the option to get one of these. For possibly they'll have the opportunity to win 250,000 as well. Correct?
absolutely, absolutely. So the only prize that is gated by the half an ETH is the early access raffle, and so that is the only requirement. We're going to pick from that pool of people who have minted at in the first bracket of half an ETH, will be eligible for the $100,000 prize. However, all the
So
other,
if there's 100 people that mint at 0.5, you have a 1 in 100 chance of winning
pretty
$100,000.
much, yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of
Cool.
the other prizes, of course, are randomly were randomly generated, so we don't know where they are. They could be anywhere within the 10,000. And if for whatever reason we don't mint out at 0.5, but we mint out at 0.4, and someone scoops up a prize at 0.4, they still win it. Everyone is eligible for the prizes themselves, except for the $100,000 for the early access.
Yep.
Really exciting, really exciting.
And
Not many projects, have the wherewithal and, the size and scope to do this kind of thing for the community and to kickstart the project. So it's amazing that we have the opportunity. So everybody write that. This is the site ZM. I'm going to copy it and put it in. So people come to this later. You can have the link in the description, zmss.io.
Yeah, this is specifically the NFT minting site, and so all NFT related stuff would be here. ZINU.com is our kind of main catch-all site, and that links to basically everything. You can get to the token page, the white paper, merch, some utilities, which has the image that we were looking at before, and then obviously back to the NFT site.
Can you talk a little bit about the playing feature and what you're developing and who the people are that have the skills to develop such a powerful platform and game, what you're talking about?
Yeah, for the game specifically, you're asking?
Yeah, for what the NFTs are going to be used for.
Yeah, so we haven't actually talked a whole lot about the specifics of the game. We're kind of holding that a little close to our chest for right now, but more to come on that specifically. What I can say is that everything that we do, and you'll see that come up in a couple of different areas. Everything that we do is meant to be wholly unique and done in a new way. We're not here to just copy and do the same thing that everyone else does. And so with respects to NFT integration into the game, we have a couple of cool, never seen before mechanics that we're planning on introducing into the game itself. But you can also predict or assume that there will be a lot of general NFT integration, like having a particular characteristic on your ZINU will match something within the game, and having an NFT in particular will get you exclusive access to something in game that non-NFT holders will hold, things like that. But there are a couple of things that we've been kicking around the boardroom, so to speak, to really liven it up and kind of push the boundaries of Web3 and the NFT game integration space, because we love doing that. We're not here to just regurgitate and rehash the same old tired stuff. We really want to push this space and do things that no one's ever seen before. And I mean, look, our NFTs are a prime example of that. No one on the blockchain has a fully animated character as an NFT. I mean, it's not been done. There's some projects that have let's call them some animation or some very light animation. But a full character being animated, 15 different animations. I mean, it's the first of its kind, and that's the type of ethos that we bring to the table on literally everything that we do.
Yeah, that's a great ecosystem that's being built. And, I heard in one of the spaces, as far as like augmented reality, there's going to be a lot, and there has already been a lot of real world offline ZINU mob phenomenon happening. So imagine you're at a concert or an event that's sponsored or done in collaboration with ZINU token, and you have on your phone a ZINU NFT, and you point it at the stage, and now your ZINU is dancing on the stage with other people in the ZINU mob that are at that event, and it's an augmented reality kind of thing. And to show people that and be able to do that, uh, I don't know if people have experienced that, but it is so, so super exciting. And all you want to do is
Hmm.
show somebody it and get them involved. So
Yeah,
when that
exactly.
happens, it's going to be an explosion of people wanting to do that and wanting to have that experience for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great segue into the augmented reality partnership that we have with Augmently um, and their top leaders, Ziggy Cormandel and Justin Montgomery. I mean, these guys are best in class in augmented reality. Ziggy holds many patents for it. Um, these guys really know what they're doing, and so we're not just doing some cheapo augmented reality integration. We're really looking to put augmented reality to the test and integrate again NFTs, everything else into the ecosystem, into our augmented reality experience to really raise the bar and show people what can actually be done in this space.
Yeah, I want investors and people with large dollars that are looking to get into the space. You see the Bored Ape Yacht Club, you see the Mutant Apes. If you own one of them, you know, they didn't announce this in the beginning. You just got airdropped 10,000 ape coin, and now that was at 39. Yeah, it dropped, it's at 15, but 10,000 of those is $150,000. That's like a part, as what Fiddy said, being like part of the country club. That's what this NFT is. You can think about as like membership into the country club. You're going to get all these perks, people you would never have met, relationships that you're going to form. And for the people that are investing at 0.5 ETH, you know, that's half of $3,000. It's $1,500 for one NFT. You know, I want them to feel safe that, you know, it's not well, as they say in the industry, a rug pull, and you're not being watched or monitored. You guys are CertiK audited. You guys have revealed technology. And if you could just touch on that to the people that are thinking of making, you know, this could be like a Bored Ape Yacht Club thing in the beginning. You know, you had to get in on that at $1,000 range and like under or a little over, and then it went, you know, to 80 ETH. Well, this,
We're
which is
almost
the
at 100
next
now.
which is the next Bored Ape Yacht ecosystem and thing that's going to be developed. Now, am I saying ZINU is? It has the possibility. That's why I'm telling it to you today, or I wouldn't be doing my job. So please tell the people about what CertiK is and how your technology and security on the product is second to none.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't mind, can you show the image on the left as well? Because we have the, I guess, like the bullet point project items on there that I can quickly touch on. Yeah, over there on the left. Perfect. So what CertiK is it's basically a blockchain contract auditing company, I guess you want to call them that. And so what they do is they do audits on your contract and everything that you're doing within the project itself. They don't just stop at the contract, and validate that everything that you say you're doing is true, that there's nothing, I guess, nefarious hiding within the code of the contract itself. And they do like a whole dissertation on our project and on the people, and make sure that we're really on the up and up. The real interesting thing about our CertiK score is that, Ducky, you keep me honest. What are we, like 13th highest or something like that? I mean, we're like really up there. And realistically, the things that we're getting knocked on are, things like our our contract isn't renounced, which we can't do because then we can't continue to develop the project. And so there's some things that we got knocked on that are just non-negotiables. But it's not that we're not safe. It's just that they deem those things risky, right? But know that we're here for the long haul. We've got a lot of real world integrations, as you can tell through our game designer with Tomo and the augmented reality guys, and Digger Mesh is doing our toys. There's just an astounding amount of trustworthy people already outside of the crypto space involved with our coin that there's wholly nothing to be concerned about here. But CertiK is like a gold standard for auditing.
Yep, and we're in the top 100 of it. So, there's not a whole lot of projects that will take the time, energy, and effort that it takes to go through the CertiK audit process. I mean, it took us probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks of. I mean, it's an audit, right? Like you can kind of think of it as like, the tax board coming into your office and raiding all the file cabinets and asking you every question under the sun. And we passed with flying colors, and not only did we pass, but we're ranked and regarded in a very, very high regard from them. So we take this very seriously. We're all industry professionals in our own right, and like Mario said earlier, we insist on raising the bar, and we insist on making it really, really fun for the zombie mob all along the way. Um, because we've got such like a huge vision and roadmap. This is one of my favorite videos. Like, I don't know if you're able to play the sound on this, but
Yeah, I can actually.
If you're listening, turn the sound all the way up. You'll thank me later.
25%. 50%. 100%. Complete.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. Error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Pretty fun.
I could already see it. Did somebody? I lost my tennis ball. Have somebody seen my tennis ball? Oh, it's on my head. I can already see all the traits, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want the laser and I want this lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean
could
those. I mean
see it.
those are the actual. Oh, I'm getting my voice back. You might have to figure this out.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me get this off the screen. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, you're all good now.
Awesome.
Yeah, when I share the screen audio, it reverberates.
Yeah, you got to loop
when
it
you
back
talk.
through.
It's all good though now.
Yeah, so those are actual NFTs. I mean, that's what the NFTs look like. Obviously, it's not as looped together nicely and everything. But the individual sequences there, those are what the NFTs look like. I mean, we've shown them a couple of times, but if you want to see what they look like, that's what they look like exactly.
Yeah, they're badass.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that right there is an NFT as well. The looped golden ZINU, and that's the
This
one.
is the golden one,
Yep.
people.
Someone mints that one. It's going to be $250,000 in ETH right to them.
I can't wait to see who wins it.
Oh, it's going to be momentous. I mean, again, doing things that no one's ever done before. And Mike, you can correct me because you're well versed in the NFTs. I mean, I don't know of many, if there are any actually, other projects that have given out $500,000 in prizes.
No, they've said they would do it only after the mint, and they've never minted out and gave out anything.
And then
so
yeah.
it's and rugged you. So it's quite different. And it was never more than one or two people that were always presenting the deal. They never had like credibility beyond it. Like when you go to a movie, the roll of credits is a long time to make that movie. That's what you guys have, is that credential, that roster of people behind the scenes. That's very large, and not very few projects have that at all, if any.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're definitely here to stay. You know, we've talked about a couple of different things. I actually just want to circle back to the reveal technology because you had asked me about that, and we're still on the NFT topic. And so, it just seems like there's all sorts of new stuff going on around here, and it's hard to keep track of it all. But the reveal technology is another first for the blockchain. And what the reveal technology is, it's a company called Reveal, REV3AL. And what they do is they are working on digital asset security on the blockchain. And so our NFTs will be secured by this reveal technology. And obviously, I can't go into the secret sauce of how they do this stuff, but it is wholly cool. It is very unique, and it's the first of its kind. If you look at the team there, I mean, Kerry Quinn, CEO, he's Charlie's the CEO. Kerry is the chief technology officer. He and his family have been working in I guess I don't even know what the term is. Like that, they've been working in asset security, traditional asset securities, and um, patented. I mean, Ducky, how do you even explain what they do? I mean, it's like a whole. So basically, like the holographic stuff on passports and things for authentication. I mean, like that's what his family has been doing for a long time. Same thing with like checks and things like that. And so he's bringing that kind of technology to the blockchain, and the ZINU NFTs will be protected by similar type of technology.
Yeah, that's cool. There's your digger mesh.
Yep, there's
Your digger
Digger.
mesh
He's
guy
also
right there.
on their team. Digger is in
You
our.
know, autograph.io kind of I don't know if you've seen, that's the Tom Brady site.
Mhm.
They enable you to go make your name and put up an image of yourself, and then you press mint and it layers this like film over it like a holographic with your blockchain address, and it mints it on the blockchain, so you have your own autograph, so no one else can take your name. Is that kind of like what you're talking about? How it would take it and make holograph it and make it secure on the blockchain? And
I haven't seen that one in particular, but it sounds similar-ish. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
There's like an
yeah, it's pretty
overlay. They've got
amazing.
a
Yeah,
video on their website. It's got like a whole
pretty
explanation of all
cool.
of their technology. But yeah, super great guys. Obviously, we'll be
Yeah,
the
and
first
you
to
guys
mint.
have laid out the groundwork and the security firsthand, beforehand, and not after, and due to the size of the project, and that's why it's at 0.5 mint. And guys, this is take it to heart and to grain. There's so many boats in this open sea. The term that you've heard in life sticks 100%. You get what you pay for, dudes. This thing's 0.5. But would you rather pay 0.05, sit in it, never have the prospect or the ability to do anything with it, or pay 0.5 and you get what you pay for? And this thing is the next kind of ecosystem that is a Bored Ape yacht, mutant ape yacht caliber. It doesn't have to be an ape to be 100 ETH. It doesn't. It just has to have the right ecosystem behind it. You know, look how fast the ape coin got adapted by Binance and Coinbase and all these other ones so quickly, because it was something. It had a big ecosystem built behind it. They were happy to take it on, and you guys are the same exact way. And the writing is on the wall. And if you can't see it, you're going to probably miss it and FOMO into it. And you only got to be right one time in your life for everyone to tell you you're really lucky and you made it. I think this is the one, guys.
Yeah, and to that point, and first of all, thank you for saying that. To that point, we were very strategic, and there's always a method to our madness, right? We never release everything at once. We always release things in a timely manner. So we really had the idea of building the community first, right? And that was through the token. So we kind of did it in reverse of what Bored Ape did. Right now, including exchanges, and this is an estimation because I can't see exactly how many holders we have on the exchanges, but I'm guessing it's probably in the 60,000, 70,000 range. We've got a good following on Twitter, super high engagement. We're building this really organically. We're not, going out with the intention to pump this and then, the eventual dump that you always see with, a bunch of these other tokens. We're building this for the long term. We've really laid the groundwork. As you can see from this animation, and I would encourage you to go to our Twitter. You could scroll for probably the rest of the night into the week, and probably miss mint because you're still going to be scrolling. We've posted a bunch. We've come out with a daily animation every single day for the last month, leading up to mint. So if you could,
Yeah, and even look at this graphics within this banner and the time, and the effort and the energy and your art people that look at the graphics, and like you could see the stone and they're like running behind it, and like a lot of effort was just put even into this one banner right here to make this avail. And you can see, look, 4 p.m. to 7, guys, the 0.4. This is all laid out for you. I would really recommend everybody get your ETH ready. Get your 1 ETH, your 2 ETH ready, whatever you're going to do. your half an ETH, wait for your levels, but take your time and go through and do your own research. Look what the people are saying. They're not bots, guys. They're not bots. They're real people that actually have followers and everything, compared to some other ones that you should do your research with. And go through their Twitter, man, and see how amazing and eye-catching all the action is that they're producing. It is one of the most exciting one that I have ever seen in the space, being proud to be a part of it. And I want to thank ZINU for giving me the confidence and bringing me aboard as a social kind of ambassador, giving me the opportunity to do this with them and getting involved. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
No, thank you, Mike.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, this is just getting started. Last thing that I'll say is definitely join our perfect. Mike, you're reading my mind. Join our Discord, right? We've got a massive roadmap, and we've knocked off a lot off of that roadmap, and we're going to continue to do so. The biggest thing with ZINU is, kind of our tagline is ZINU will be everywhere. It's between that and all will be revealed, right? There's been some Easter eggs. Maybe Mario could jump into that a little bit. That we've layered into a couple of our videos over the last several months.
Yeah, so we like to keep people engaged, and so we've been hiding little Easter eggs in videos, and the community has been, getting really excited, finding random things that have been hidden inside of our videos. So we try to gamify everything and keep everyone engaged and make it fun, right? Because that's the most important thing. Like, look, the crypto space, all of it, in general, especially in times when ETH and Bitcoin are down, can be pretty depressing depending on how much money you have invested in crypto. And so we like to keep it
Yeah,
lighthearted.
Easter eggs like this, guys. Like, why are there bananas in this particular video? And bananas going by, and he's fishing with a banana. Don't feed the ape. So obviously, something going on with the apies. Look, bananas.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
dude,
there's all sorts
those
of
are
stuff.
kind of like, that could be like Easter eggish right there, man. You just got to use your imagination. And guys, look at this other banner they have here, a collab with this golden Genesis god, and then OG apes, all of the creme de la creme. Dude, if you can hang out with Snoop Dogg, you would, right? Totally. This is, this is the Snoop Dogg of the space. These guys are the creme de la creme. If you want to hang out with somebody, you can't do it with Snoop. I'm calling ZINU, man. Sorry, ZINU, but if I got Snoop called me, I'd probably go hang out with him.
That's all right. I'd probably go hang out with Snoop too. He seems like a pretty chill guy.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely, man. So
We
you guys,
spent a
I'm
couple weeks
just
here.
so impressed.
I appreciate the kind words, Mike. Yeah, we like Ducky was saying. I mean, we've got just a massive roadmap. If you want to throw it up on the ZMSS page, or actually that's fine too. If you go to utility at the top, we've got that banner of all of the project things. I mean, we've got games, we've got toys coming out, we've got the augmented reality, strategic board of advisors that help out in various different areas. We're looking into all sorts of different mediums that we can bring ZINU to. I mean, there's just an astounding amount of stuff on our roadmap, and obviously some of it has already been completed. But there is a plan in place, and we're not talking about a 1-year plan, but we're talking a 5-year, a 10-year plus plan on what this looks like. And so long as that there's breath in my body, and I can probably speak for the rest of the team, in our bodies, we're going to continue to iterate and make things happen for this little adorable bastard dog that is just constantly causing mischief across the blockchain. And we're going to take him to the moon. I mean, that's the quote for crypto.
Yeah, yeah, we're building an IP along with the zombie mob, right? That's how we're going to get our first 100,000 fans, our first million fans, and this we've got something here. We've talked to I can't name names, but Oscar winners, Emmy winners, top executives at some of the major streaming houses, right? And the first thing that they say is, "Wow, you've got something here." My daughter, I've got a 1-year-old, and every single day when I put her to bed, I show her the most recent animation, and she kisses the phone. I've got a video of it, but I obviously won't share that because I don't post my daughter on the internet. But we've really got something special, down to the 1-year-old all the way up to an 85-year-old. ZINU is for everyone. ZINU will be everywhere. We're creating this transmedia, empire, and it's kind of like if you were, back in, the first iteration of Disney drawing the Mickey Mouse ears, right? That's kind of the opportunity that we're offering everyone in the zombie mob, to come along for our journey. Oh, this is a cool one. Homies. Our boy Sydney over there at Homies. Obviously, most people will know what Homies is from the quarter machines where you could put a quarter in, you turn the nozzle, and then a little homie pops out, a little plastic toy. Well, they're doing an NFT project, and this is actually a one-of-one smiley with a ZINU on his T-shirt. We've really grown a liking to their team, to their project, to their community. So we're all about building bridges. We want to make sure that the space lifts each other up. There can be a lot of toxicity, especially with geopolitical and everything going on in the nefarious projects that have happened. Right? We want to create a safe space. We want to make sure that when we introduce people to projects, they're the top of the top. So that is exactly why we partnered up with Homies, and we're going to be doing a lot with them. So pretty fun stuff. But definitely, again, join our Discord. There's a lot going on. But if you're a person that's looking for a community that is supportive, that lifts each other up, and that has a ton of fun, and especially if you like solving puzzles and working together with like-minded people, this is the space for you. If you're a jerk, keep moving. No jerks allowed in the zombie mob.
Oh, well said, guys. Well said. That's something really well said, and that's good to end on. If you ain't a zombie in the mob, you ain't gonna be in it, man. You got to be in it to win it, guys. So let's be in the ZINU. Thank you for the audience for sharing all the great chat and words right there. We got some making some noise. We're in here. Good job, everybody in the zombie mob. Thank you, Ducky and Mario, for coming on the show and making some good content for the project and Web 3.0. That's what it's all about. You guys that are out there, you got to make good content. You could splice up some of this video, stick it on TikTok, throw it here, throw it there, and just do it, man. Just keep on making it and building, and that's what we're doing every day. So thanks again, guys. You want to end with anything else?
I'll leave it to you, Mario.
Minting March 23rd. Come one, come all. Like I said, we've got $500,000 in prizes for people to come scoop up. And so your chances of winning something, I think, is like 1 in 750, let's say, on average. I mean, those odds are better than anything I've ever seen anywhere. And I think the minimum value of something that we have in there is like $10,000. So, I mean, not financial advice, but you do the math. There's a pretty good chance that someone in there is going to win some decent stuff. So we'd love to have everyone. We welcome everyone in except for the exclusions of jerks. But we
LFG, baby. Let's go. Thank
we're
you,
ready to do
Mario.
it. We appreciate it, Mike. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Ducky. Everybody, have a great evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow and on the next spaces. Peace.
Peace.